And we're back. Okay. I see. She never disappeared. She was here all the time. There's the hag here. Oh. Oh well. Seems it won't be long before the mystery is fully solved.
You! No! Ellen. Ellen.
Now I finally understand your true intent. Why you came to this village in the first place.
Please, help my daughter.
I mean, what? She asked me to help her daughter. Hello, Eternal Singer. Also, Mother Counter. This is Doolin. Cecilia, don't you ever get lonely because you and your mom never see each other? Not really. I know my mom loves me, even if she's far away. One day I'm going to work overseas, just like she does. You should be a painter, then travel the world and paint. You're wicked at it. Ooh, that would be brilliant. Are you finished drawing yet? Don't forget to make me look cool. I'm going to be a writer, just like my dad. Well, I think he'll turn out something like this. Finished? Let me see. I'm starting to get it. This is Doolin's past. Definitely the Netherworld, so this is where Ellen landed. Well, it looks like the two kids went off towards the lighthouse cape. Killing all the people in the way. Okay. Clearly they are not... Oh, never mind, I see him. Cecilia, what did you put inside? Picture the coast. Remember how pretty it was? Like an entrance opened up leading right into the ocean. I want to remember that always, even after I grew up. I put in my medical records. I'm just sick of being sick. Yeah, death to being sick. And to the living. As they say. Picture perfect village, but things can't stay peaceful forever. I wonder, what's the date? Cecilia, where are you? Cecilia. Today's the festival of blah, blah, blah. Where'd she go? Hey. This is Henge. Cecilia was gravely wounded inside, which means events are unfolding at this very moment. Oh no, Cecilia, Cecilia, you have to calm down, Herb. Let's take a look. We have to get her out of here. She'll die. My God, this is grave indeed. Then Cecilia was taken to the church. This is why the treasure begins, but Cecilia would only awaken days later. Ah, sorry. Are you certain? It's the truth. Harriet told me. Why? Why? No. Where is Cecilia now? Where is she? Dude, I don't know. She left the clinic this morning. I imagine she's now at home. Oh, hey, it's a gross thing. Still gross. Nice place. Bit of a fixer-upper, but, you know. I love that. Immediately after combat, puts his hands back in his pockets. Back to chillin'. Doo-doo-doo. I don't think I'd want to live here. The sky would start to bother my eyes after a while, I think. And just random doors to Sauron. I mean, that is not what I want to see when I open a door. Herv, let's play. You killed Herv. Why, you little witch, give him back. You killed him. He's dead. I'll kill you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What have we done? Eugene, you must leave the village. But I can't. My 401k is here. You must go. But what about you? You must survive. At all costs. God dang. These frickin' kids. So this is where Herb's father falls to his death. Hey, look, another gross thing. God, there's so many gross things in this game. At least they don't show it every time. Just the horrible sound effect. Oh, this looks like fun. Oh, okay, yep. Oh my god, okay. We're gonna approach this a little differently. Hey, sell there. Of course. I've noticed a trend that they'll put enemies together that are weak to each other, basically. So in the off chance you somehow don't have something of the right element type, you can usually get it in fight. Which is interesting. Not sure if that's the best way to approach that, but it is interesting they thought about that. Kohei, what's going on? Welcome to Chapter 6. The Gauntlet sections. I know, right, Bregman? It's weird. And this whole game has been kind of neutral, good and bad. Like I've said many times. Yeah, I decided just to eat and then immediately start again so I could finish and actually get some grocery shopping done tonight. Hopefully. Well, it is good to know that you're not dead. Or are you? Are you a ghost? Be honest, Kohei. It's okay, we don't judge ghosts here. A little closer than I would have liked. But, you know, whatever. What did you do? What did you do to her? Please, no. Please. Why, you. What have you done, you little witch? Bring him back. Bring my Herv back. Oh no, it's the hag, also known as her mother. I mean, honestly, why wouldn't her mother kill someone who is literally threatening her child? Shush, shush. So you're one of those self-hating romancers, Kohei. So here it is, the hut Ellen is using. Does something happen here? Let's find out! Romanciers, maybe? Oh, jeez. Don't worry, that's just because the Lich King is speaking to you, Raptor One. Do not be afraid. Half these things are weak to. No. Nope. Well, that hits them. What's that? Dang it. Let me move. Oh, that's cute. Goes the other way, too. Good fortune, Kit Kohei. You're gonna need it. You know, it just occurred to me, it's funny that the big combat-heavy section of the Gauntlet is played as him, not her. It's almost like they knew. Come on, there we go. Look into my eyes. Vroom, 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 vroom. Please, I really need to know. We're pals, aren't we? No. I don't know anything. Yes, but you saw something. I know what happened at the church. You want me to keep the secret, don't you? No! Herv! How did you get inside the ruins? I want to meet the fairies too. Then you'd better help me here. What did you see? Somebody help! No, wait! I could see that, Kohei. That sounds like a cool idea, actually. She would be a cut of 1,000, or death by 1,000 cuts, and he would be a sledgehammer. Cecilia, hello? Cecilia! After killing Ronaldo, this is where you hid your beloved daughter. Please come out! But oddly, she was not to be found. Where could little Cecilia have gone to? Ryan threatened your daughter and she ran away. And thus began a new tragedy. As for me, I'm just an onlooker. Oh my god, this is super Metal Gear Solid-y. That's when the new tragedy began. But I was just an onlooker. That's right, at this point someone killed Ryan. Seems to be locked. It is a thing, Malachor. Metal Fairy. Oh, jeez. Hate these things. Folklore. But not metal folklore, that would just be crazy. Folklore has changed. I can't get as gravelly as David Hayter does in 4, though. That would actually hurt my throat. I don't know how he managed that. It's not just that... I mean, David Hayter doesn't make his voice deep. He makes his voice super gravelly. Like he's actually gargling on rocks in Metal Gear Solid 4. It works for what they're going for, but God, I feel so bad for the actor. Like, I can't even do it. War. War. See, I could do a normal Snake voice. Metal Gear. Hang on. So what you're saying is... So now I can't do it. Now I can't do it. I've lost it. I've lost it. We're still in the Spiral Land, I can see. We're still in Spiral Land, I see. This reminds me of the incident in Zanzibar Land. Kyrie. Kyrie. Kyrie Gear. Stop. Don't run away. No. I don't know. Stop it. I'll kill anyone to protect my daughter. Anyone. Really, Platonia? That's actually funny. I'll take it. Mother, I'm scared. Where are we? It's okay. No one will find you here. Stay here until I come back. I'll be back right away. Mother, no, don't go. I'm sorry. I just nerve. Hush, Cecilia. Don't cry. You'll be okay. You did nothing wrong. You're my little angel. Here Cecilia prayed, and her friend and 2 villagers died. With no clear way to piece together cause and effect, she was too young to, after all. Cecilia ended up blaming herself. And the terrible fear of being brought back there again, caused her to manifest the most terrible, awful thing. A gauntlet section. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Metal Gear Keats. I mean, can't you picture David Hayter voicing this guy? Oh my god. Grenade. Oh, jeez. I might actually die here. Oh, God, I can barely move. The stun locking is real. Hey, we're not in the spiral anymore. We're just in the eye. It's kind of creepy. Oh, my God, they are just right with me. Yep, that's some bull right there. We're just gonna kill him. Old-fashioned style. It awaits. It's getting kind of Kingdom Heartsy at this point. your soul. God dang it! Oh, jeez. You're with him there. Go back to full health or something? Jesus. Hi, Larian. Ugh. Like I'm being punished for refusing to do the minigame. It's probably exactly what's happening, actually. Ugh. Damn it. Well, there's the Matrix thing. There's the Homeworld thing. What else? There's the Sony thing, which is actually still kind of not really 100% confirmed at this point. There's the other Sony thing, that's confirmed. The MSC thing, that's news. I don't remember what else. This is why I write this stuff down. What do you want to bet it's going to be the shaky one, too? The one I want to do the least. What do you want to bet right now? Fine. And it's the shaky one. What a shock. This is exactly why I wasn't doing this right here. Damn it. Breaking my frickin' controller. And wasting my time. And hurting my arms. How's your guys' days going? I'm thinking I could read all of War and Peace while I capture this guy. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This is incredibly dumb. I'm gonna have to give the game a second negative at this point, because this is just increasingly irritating and mandatory. You know what I am? I'm gonna give a second negative for it. It's just awful. I hate to do it. Hey, Rex. Negative to gameplay. Rex is here. By the way, not that you probably care, but at current pace, tomorrow will be FF14. Any positives to give? Well, I'm still debating the boss positive. And I believe we have 2 bosses left. But we'll see. Herv. First Herv's father, then Ryan, all because of me. Why must people die? Why must people grieve and hate one another? What would make the world better? If only I could make this world as beautiful as I. Where did things go wrong? I only wanted to save Herv. Hello? Who's that? So this is where she was. Imagine that, right where her mother told her to wait. Go figure. Keats? This is no place for a lady. Sorry, I should be doing my snake voice. This is no place for a lady. A person who cares for you asked me to come to rescue you. Asked you to rescue me? No, that's my shtick. Don't do that. You should find out for yourself. Oh, now we switch to her. Great. Now to do the rest of the gauntlet. Still gross. Is that? Suddenly, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, he's even throwing doors at us. Come on. I mean, if Kingdom Hearts was a much more awkward and not particularly well done action RPG. So like Kingdom Hearts 1, basically. Hey, Legendary. What's going on? Cool song, at least. Whoops. he does, MSC. You're right. Come on, game. Your boss can have more than one mechanic. I know it's hard to imagine. Oh, I have melee attacks, but as you can see, this is what he's weak to, so... Like, I can't hit him at all when he's out in the water like that. Like, you see his soul pop off him? That's him getting hit properly. Or him... You know what I mean? It's me hitting his weak point, basically. It looks like I've hit a phase 2, so that's something. Be greedy, Laura. Please don't do the shaky one. Thank you.
Where's she gone? That witch. I won't give up my chase. I'll make certain that she pays. Machine. We must leave this village. You must hide, Cecilia. You will need a new name. I will protect you. Always. I'll kill everyone I have to defend you.
So she's killed, what, 3, 4 people? Nice lady. All because of some fairies. Oh, voice acting.
Mother, I finally found you.
Ellen, I'm so sorry. When I fell pregnant with you, my life was not easy.
It doesn't matter. What was it like the day I was born?
For one day, everything was radiant. A beautiful July sky, rolling hills of lavender. I was so very happy. A new life, new hope. You comforted me so. I will never forget that day.
You know this is a JRPG because her father's never even mentioned.
I couldn't stay with you, but I swore to myself that I would always protect you.
The fairy that watched over me was you, my own mother. Why didn't I realize it sooner?
I'm sorry to put you through such an ordeal.
No, not at all.
And to have left you all alone.
Yeah, why did you talk to her in 17 years?
Mother, I was always happy.
Jesus.
I hate to think that I ruined your life.
Ruined? Oh, quite the opposite. I live to protect you, my dear Ellen.
Mother.
Ellen. Show me your face.
Isn't she doing that now?
I'm so glad you're alive.
Probably not, honestly, Dream Whisperer. I mean, basically that would be 2 full things, 2 full streams, and that would just be treated like any other stream. So, yeah. I also don't know if I could get that stream worthy. I'd have to look into that, which I have not. Can we speak?
Keep it short. I'm no sentimentalist.
I know.
Did you say your goodbyes?
Yes.
She lived to protect you. She was at peace.
Oh, there's been all kinds of botched localization in this one. I understand now. My safety meant more to her than anything, and that's why she didn't talk to me for 17 years. Herb and I gazed often at this sea when I was 5.
Ellen, about the painting I found. It was a portrait of your mother. You look just like her.
Apparently my late father... Oh my god, they acknowledged her father exists. Really is a striking resemblance. I can hardly believe it myself.
Must have meant a lot to you.
Yes, it reminded me I was not alone. Cue the music. So, are we just kind of skipping over the fact that her mother is a mass murderer?
Regine wrote the letter that summoned you to the village. Once she had ascertained your whereabouts, she pretended to be your mother and then tried to kill you. But your mother, she sensed what was going on.
Sensed it, yeah, sure.
And she must have killed Regine. Your mother was always protecting you. The second and third murders were committed by Suzette?
What?
Much like us, she was looking into the events of the past. Suzette was involved in it all. Both Dr. Lester and Harriet must have spilled some secret. The only way we'll get the truth is from Suzette's lips. At the henge, the hag wasn't stabbing the doctor. She was trying to remove the knife. And as for the murder 17 years ago, the one that has troubled you for so long, that was wrought by a mother trying to save her little girl. But you were convinced your mother had abandoned you, so you banished her from your memory, leaving only one heralding recollection in your mind, that of the 2 who threatened you, meeting their demise. Every last person who knew what happened to the church is dead. None remain to tell the tale. I know you still intend to go to the Netherworld core.
Well, yeah, I gotta beat the game. Duh. The final boss will be the Fairy Lord. Keats, I must go. I need to know what I saw deep within the ruins.
You're the only one who can seek Beryl anyway.
Don't worry, I'll open the door. It won't take long.
Very well, but watch yourself. You have a habit of letting your guard down.
Thank you, Keats.
Just in case I stop right there. You won't fail.
So if we replace her with Raiden, all of a sudden it makes so much more sense. What the... She can just fly now. She can just do that. It's the Tower of Kulchtach or something, I don't know. Ooh, more voice acting.
mortal fool! How dare you release me?
I've already decided. I want to know everything. I won't give up.
Hold up, did we just defeat the big bad in a cutscene? Like, that was Beryl, the big evil doom guy of the Netherworld. Keats.
An opening in the henge. Must lead to the heart of the Netherworld. Lost memories and feelings pile and pool there. Sounds thrilling.
But I want to play as you, Keats. Oh, hey, some fairies are here. Are we going to kill the fairy lord now? Levain will join us soon to ascertain our future. Okay. Now at last we can find the twin trees and restore our dearest dream. Once we remind mankind the realm of the dead exists, they will create myths like they did in yore. Mirthful dreams of an afterlife that distract them from strife. Unite them with nature! Right. I'll give you a myth. Paradise. Is this way down in Kokomo? What would you like to know? The Sentinels have a nigh unbreakable defense, but rob them of their armor. Beware the Proteas. Do not leave them unchecked. Beware the folks when you enter the Netherworld core. Well-armored ones are hot. Yeah, okay. At last I understand why the lighthouse shines when the door to the Netherworld is opened. That was Beryl watching over the seal. Cute. Okay. Yeah, no kidding, Kohei. At long last, the Netherworld core. How long we've dreamed of this. We need but reach the twin trees, and mankind will again turn to a realm where myth and nature rule. That doesn't sound like a good thing to me. As Scarecrow told you, Ellen, your final memories may be in the murk, but the place is dangerous beyond description. It's the final dungeon, one might say. Ah, okay. I guess this is actually a normal dungeon of worldliness. Whoa, okay. Right, let's try. Hang on. Let's redo our setup here. Hang on. Do I have to beat the game as her? Sigh. I meant to eat her soul. Whoops. Oh, there's another one. I can eat your soul. Excuse me, I need to eat your soul. This is Tales of Berseria. And I am so hungry. There's only two things I didn't like about Berseria, really. One was its connection to the other game. Oh, gosh. Right. Sorry about that, exclamation mark. Didn't even notice, thanks to charging issues, period. Give me a moment and I will type it out, period. Give me a moment, guys. Sorry. Hi, Shikor. Excuse me. I don't know if I agree with that sentence hazardous. Ah. Okay. Ooh. Nope. Okay, nope. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna look this one up. What are you weak to, sir? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. You know what? I've just had a... Oh, crap. I'm actually trapped. I'm trapped! Okay. What would be good against armored? Let's just try everything. Nope. That's a no. That's a no. I'm stunned, because stun locking is awesome in this game. There we go. That hits him. Jesus Christ. I love the stun locks in this game. It's easily my favorite part of the gameplay, is constantly being stun locked by everything. Look at that. Stun locked. Stun locked. Although actually it occurs to me. Just die. Like, it might actually be quicker to just die. Yeah, I'm just gonna accept that. Damn. What? That's not... Oh, for Christ's sakes. I've decided I hate this game, guys.
I'm exhausted.
So is he just not here now? Okay, he was here a second ago. I was gonna switch to playing as him, because I can apparently do that. Alright, whatever. Onwards, I guess. Oh, there he is. I can literally hear my PS3 going. Fun fact, I have been smelling warm metal every day I've been playing this in here. Just from the PS3. I'm not even making that up. I don't know if it's my PS3 or if it's just PS3s in general, but it's always had a heating issue. Oh, there's no dust. I even double-checked this morning. What am I doing? Right, that's what I'm doing. Let's see... I think it's a fat, or maybe it's a slim. I actually don't know. I got it pretty late in the PS3's cycle. Once again, we're just completely wrecking this with him. That's why I wanted to switch. In fact, actually... Rage of Sparta. I know what you meant, Rex. It might be a slim. Can someone do me a favor and send me a picture? I can tell what the hell I have. 'Cause I don't know. Of course. Someone send me a picture that actually works. I wouldn't be surprised if my PS3 actually dies, and as horrible as this sounds, I don't actually care all that much. There's basically nothing on the PS3 that is still PS3 exclusive that I care about. Just about everything I care about has been ported to other systems. Okay, whatever Bragwin just linked, that's what I have. God dang it. That's what I thought. I mean, it's worth noting that it's like 4 feet from the AC vent, so... More or less by deliberate design, all my consoles are over by the vent. Along with my tower. I mean, that makes sense, Kohei. But yeah, like I said, I'm at a point where it's like, shrug. I mean, Lord knows my 3 monitors generate an inordinate amount of heat. In fact, the most heat-generating thing in my room, other than myself, is these 3 monitors. Or don't. That's cool. Like, by a wide margin. You should feel the heat that comes off of these things. Yeah, I would agree. If the PS3 could play PS2 games, sure. But it can't. Because backwards compatibility is dumb. Who cares about that? Honestly, who cares about playing older games? Ridiculous nonsense. As I play a game that came out 12 years ago. This is a new game. I suppose. The double good news is once I finish this run, I don't think I have any need of the PS3 for the show anymore. Like, this is a rarity. I get to put it back into my sealed bag in my sealed box to make sure that it stays dust-free. Anyways, the structure has come closer. The memories lie dormant within it. Well, I'd love to just waltz in, but something tells me it won't be that easy. Fairy Lord. Greetings. I am secretly the bad guy. But you need not enter the temple. It will be destroyed. It's no longer needed. The ties to the living must be severed. It should be restored. I apologize for misleading you and my fellow fairies, but there is no choice. Today, we say adieu to humans. Fairy Lord, what do you mean? You heard the man. But what happens if this thing goes down? Any feelings of fear, grief, or spite will never be forgotten once experienced. The human spirit will collapse under the burden of such pain. The weak of spirit will die over time. So, this is what makes it possible for us to accept death, huh? Precisely. Without this, very few could ever cope with death. Well, that could be a problem. Enough! Yes, you alone stand in my way. It's time for a boss fight, and hopefully an actual good one. Oh well. Personally, I prefer a pacifist approach. But I don't think this fella's listening. Oh yeah, this is my shocked face, by the way, that we're having to fight the evil Lord of Evil. Huh. Oh, this could suck. I don't actually know what to hit him with. Let's just play around with it, I guess. probably Slash. Just because he's there. Okay, I may have to actually kill the ads here. Waste of my time. I love not being able to heal and being stun locked. Both are my favorite things, especially when the camera's so weird. I have no idea what's going on. I'm probably just gonna accept the death here, honestly. Interesting, Dakota. Sounds similar to a method they don't really capitalize on in Final Fantasy, or in Star Trek Online. Oh god, we have to do the mandatory 2 fights again, don't we? Freaking hell, really? We're almost at the end, guys, I swear. I hope I don't next time. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I'll need it for, but, I mean, you never know, obviously. I should probably do that first, actually. Yeah, this is officially trying my patience right here. This isn't fun or interesting or anything. It's just knockdown, knockdown, knockdown. Interrupt, knockdown, stun. And lots and lots and lots of hitting. And no healing. So having to do the whole thing all over again anytime you screw up. Can I just move on? Yes, I can. But first, let me get knocked back and stunned. I don't actually remember what he's weak to at all. Okay. Wait, is the other guy in here? Nope. Did I not? I didn't get it. Of course I did. Wow, I really didn't. Alright. Hi, Platy, kind of. I will give you a halfway hello, because you're only halfway here. I'm going to try very hard not to... It just occurred to me. Speaking of complaining, I'm going to try very hard not to complain about FF14 while I'm playing it. Jesus Christ, that's right. Although, I suppose this is a good time to mention something. So obviously I'm doing a review on FF14. I've decided after some thought I'm not actually doing it on the whole game. Jesus Christ, really? Really? In short, I'm not going to do a premiere run on FF14. I'm going to do it on Shadowbringers. This is the dumbest goddamn thing. Can I just say that? This is actually pissing me off. I literally can't get rid of the ads, because the ads require doing the minigame. Which is interruptible by the boss. But yeah, honestly, I'm actually probably going to ignore most aspects of the gameplay. Bullcrap. Okay, he's permadead. Thank God. Now... What? He respawns them? Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. Fresh reminder, no heals. Well, the guide I'm using says to use a thing I don't have once I break his shield. Breaking his shield's easy, I just have to hit him with fire. This is so goddamn cheap. And I'm dead. You know, I was really hoping to finish this game early today so I could actually go buy some groceries, but apparently that's just not going to happen. Oh my God. That's true, Shikor. That is true. Hello, Melkor. What is going on? Let me check something. Yeah, this game is not well known, so we might actually be locked in here. And the person who funded this run basically by himself isn't even available to ask. By the way, thank you, Melkor Blade. If you happen to know where you want to put that, let me know. Otherwise, we'll stab you horribly. Stab, stab, stab. By the way, this is not the last boss. There are 2 bosses after this. So, yay. You got it, Melkor Blade. I don't know if you really noticed this, but you notice how I didn't actually... I wasn't doing any damage to him, so I don't know what damage type he makes. So what I'm going to have to do... I'm going to have to guess, or Google. I'm going to stick with Googling first, because it'll take less time. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if Google can tell me what the hell this thing is. God's sakes, I don't know the element. That's why I'm looking... Vomit. Fine. We will manually check through each element to figure out what it is I'm supposed to use on this stupid snow. Must not scream. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, let's try this a different way. Of course not. Let's try this. Okay. That answers my question. Alright. So, apparently I was technically doing it correctly. I just have to go through some mandatory trash. Again. Because this is apparently hell. I mean, this is literally the Netherworld core, so I suppose this is technically hell. It's going to be almost funny if the later bosses are even worse. I'm not sure, Dakota. I think the trash just respawns, period. I actually have a strat there. I'm going to get rid of the annoying trash. And then just kind of live with the other trash being there and hope he doesn't respawn the annoying trash. By the way, if it's not obvious, this is a big hit. As you can probably tell by how slow it is and how long it takes in between swings. I'm basically hitting him with a sledgehammer here, and this is how long it's taking to push through them. Oh, by the way, this is their weakness, too. So, that's a thing. Sure, whatever. Probably the upgrade, Kohei, which I obviously do not have. What that would take at this point? What would that take? Let's see. It would take Papaneeks. Defeat 30 folks with Barghest. Oh, no wonder I haven't upgraded that yet. Jeez Louise. It's almost like Papaneeks is secretly working against me. Which wouldn't surprise me, really. Either way, thank you very much for the sub. Much obliged and appreciated, thank you. Yeah, at this point, I'm actually glad I decided to come back early rather than taking the fall break. Or else I'd be even more irritated than I already am. What, his dodge? I'm almost positive his dodge goes further. And it feels more reactive, too. That's purely a subjective opinion, but it certainly feels like it. Whoops. Okay, so take 2. Excuse me, take 3. I love not having a run button. It means I just get to slowly walk up here. Yeah, this is going to be the stick and move strategy, basically. I'm just going to be avoiding the trash. Ugh. Really? I'm going to mute myself. Hi, Captain Zeus. What's up? I wish I had at least a health bar, you know? That'd be nice, you know? At least he's not respawning the other ad. Small favors, etc. Hi, Alex. Please talk me out of giving this boss fight a negative. I already went off on a tirade against it. Really starting to get pissed off here. Especially since I have to do the trash mandatory again. Ugh. Well, I don't have the thing that it says I need in the walkthrough. In fact, I checked the wiki, and the thing it says I need doesn't exist, so it's probably spelled wrong. So I have no idea what Ursuigsk is. The Fairy Lord, Alex. That's actually kind of a cool idea, Dakota. I like that. It would make having your reserve actually matter. And it wouldn't be like you just slip them in and out, so it wouldn't be easy. Well, you break his shield with the fire thing, which is this thing. Which is what I've been doing. And then you're supposed to use a slash attack in order to actually kill him, which is what I've been doing. That's the slash attack right there. Yeah, honestly, this boss wouldn't be quite as bad if not for the mandatory, very boring, very sloggy trash right before him that also drains my health. In fact, one of the things I said during my muted tirade was that this reminds me of the worst aspect of Dark Souls, in my opinion. Well, you died on the boss. Guess what you have to go through just to even try again? Sucks to be you. Should have been better at the game. You mean the literally cheating stealth of XCOM 2? Oh my god. I mean, we had that issue earlier, too, with the elevator. Do I have any wind? I do not. I do have fire, though. I mean, I don't have to imagine that, Papanix. I played in vanilla. It was considered a revolutionary thing. No joke. When they introduced the idea of trash respawns being tied to bosses. Oh god, Hyjal. Yeah, Hyjal's much worse, you're right. Yes, Rax. Basically, trash was on a respawn timer, regardless of anything. But if you started to see things respawn, you were officially behind the top timer. That was the end of that. You would have to start clearing the trash all over again. Dungeons were that way, too. Like I said, they added an idea later where specific groups of trash would be tied to bosses. So, as you killed bosses, you would technically progress by virtue of the fact that there would be less trash when you go back through, or when you go through later. It also meant back in the day you pretty much had to do something like Molten Core in one go. But, you know, whatever. Molten Core sucks. Literally the worst raid in that game. That's saying something. Yeah, there's two bosses after this, Alex. That attack sucks, because that's way too fast to dodge. And it homes. It does a lot of damage, too, on top of everything else. I love not having a run button. Did I mention he respawns these trash when he kills them? Like, for those of you who didn't see that earlier? Yeah, sure. I mean, I sincerely doubt it, Dakota. There's been no friendly fire at all in the whole game. But, you never know. That's a hard no. It's sarcasm? I've never even heard of that. Is that this new idea that you just came up with? Sounds like a great idea to me, personally. Oh my god! You know my favorite part is every single one of his attacks are a knockdown. Every single one of them. And I don't know what his health's at. I don't know if I'm in phase 1 or 2 or 50. That's not where I was aiming, but thanks, game. I love how you're stuck doing the frickin' animation after you do the attack, so he's pretty much guaranteed to hit you. At this point, this is do or die, so I'm just gonna go here. Not where I was aiming. Thanks, game. I love not being able to heal in combat, too. Honestly, I feel like if the game let me heal, I wouldn't have a sense of pride and accomplishment from the game. Alright, Alex. 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 And we're dead. I don't know, Rex. I really don't know. Yes, Captain Juice. That was like a world and a half ago at this point. We're on the final world, and the third to last boss. You know, I haven't gone this way. Let's see what mandatory fight's over here. Is it a mandatory fight? First question. Really? Did I mention there's no run button? So there's like not a lot I can do if those are homing in on me like that. Like, I try very hard to be understanding and there's nothing here. To understanding and tolerant and kind and blah blah blah. So yeah, it looks like we have to do the other way to do the mandatory fight. Who knew? And I know that there's some people who enjoy getting nails pounded into their feet constantly, but believe it or not, I am not one of those people. I don't enjoy having nails pounded into my feet. I know. Strange. And I've actually had some people basically say, you know, Lore, you're not being fair in your negatives. You're giving negatives because it's pounding nails into your feet because you don't enjoy that. But some people enjoy that. And it's like, yeah, but I don't. Subjective review. I feel no shame in giving a negative to a game that pounds nails into my feet. I don't care if it's deliberate. I don't care if it's by design. My feet has nails in it. That's what I care about. Comes the other one, because one spawns when this one's at half health. Notice I am also at half health, funnily enough. God almighty, someone give me a topic. Give me something, anything to talk about other than this stupid game that is getting another negative for this, by the way. This is awful. This is not good design, in any sense of the word. Actually, that's still not definitive yet, Salder, and I keep saying that, I'm going to keep saying that, until people pick up to the fact that they're still negotiating. Yeah, I saw Matrix Force. Okay, there's a topic. Matrix Force coming out. We know this. We know it's including Keanu Reeves. We know it's including Carrie Ann Moss. Jesus! And we also know it's being done by the Wachowski sisters. Do you think it should be, in your opinion, do you think it should be a prequel, a sequel, or a reboot? Hey, Zio. What's going on? Why is a good question, but whatever. That's some range. Matrix 4, Matt Forager. I really do love how every single attack here is a knockdown. It's wonderful. It's beatific. I mean, I gotta be 100% blunt. The Wachowskis are not good storytellers, in my opinion. So whatever they make, it's probably going to be bad. Just to be as blunt as I can about that. Few good ideas, a whole bunch of bad ones. I mean, Jupiter Ascending. You know. At least I think that's the name of it. Really? No, I think a few people have that opinion, Zio. I think that's actually the normal opinion. Really. Jesus, that attack is stupid! I didn't actually like the Animatrix, but I know that puts me in the minority. Speaking of putting me in the minority, I think it should be a sequel. Oh great, accidentally killed the ad. Wonderful. Did I... Oh, Jesus Christ. Finally! You have done well. But I will not be defeated. Well... No, he's getting away! Nasty trick. Careful! Fairy Lord? Huh? I don't even feel accomplished for that. I really don't. It's not like, yeah, I finally did it. It's more like, ugh, it's finally over. I love how the boss music's still playing. Yeah, that's a thank God it's over. Oh, voice acting.
You shall not pass.
Wait!
I must protect the Netherworld.
I am the bad guy, and also evil, but I'm not the final boss, because that would make too much sense.
Lord of the Berries, please wait!
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
Why do you care? Screw this guy.
Something, Ellen.
At first, the Fairy Lord cared deeply about human beings, but the more he watched them, the more sadness he witnessed. Mankind waged war after bloody war, and man is evil, and yada yada yada. I've heard this 1,000 times before. Moving on. God, I have no control of a camera, by the way, so this is just the normal camera movement here. Sure. No, Night Forager. I'm just pointing out, in case you think that's me doing that. Oh, goody. That's a great sign. Someone who actually really loves this game is telling me it's okay to not beat the final boss. I was going to ask you if it was okay to not beat the boss I just beat. But we got another boss before we can get to the final boss. I should probably re-equip something. Let's put him there. Alright, Alex, I'm giving you this one chance to convince me to not give a negative to the boss I just faced. And because I like talking it out. So, he moves around a lot, and you have to hit him with fire attacks in order to actually break his shield. So you need some kind of ranged fire attack, of which there's only a few, which have nice slow arcs. So you basically can only really hit him when he's not moving, especially because of the auto-aim problem. So you're pretty much locked into only hitting him when he's not moving. The only times he pauses moving is the second he stops moving, he attacks you. He only has 2 attacks. One is the little darts thing that he throws at you. The other is the lobbed, homing in explosion thing. Both of these knock back. If the explosion thing hits you, it also knocks you down, which stuns you for a second or so, during which time he may continue to stand there or get back up as per his purview. So, the only reliable way to hit him is to get hit. To make sure we're getting that out there as thoroughly as possible. Then there's the fact that there's no real clear indicator that you're actually doing damage to him at all. That was the thing I mentioned earlier, that, oh, apparently I was hitting him right this whole time, who knew? Let's try a slash attack, see what that does. That is, of course, compounded by the fact that he has no health bar, so you have no idea what kind of damage, or how much damage, or anything, really, that you're doing to the guy. This is that knockdown problem we're having right here. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? This is mandatory, isn't it? This is mandatory. Jesus freaking Christ. So, in addition to all those problems, he has 2 ads. One of whom slowly walks towards you and then is basically area denial. He just explodes into a big series of spikes. He's relatively easy to deal with compared to the other dude. The other dude regularly charges after you as fast as he can, which is also a knockdown, by the way. And will get up in your face constantly as a melee attack. Did I mention this attack, this ranged fire attack, this one right here, has a really slow recovery time. It takes, like, almost... Here, watch. 1, 2, That's almost 3 seconds to recover after using that attack. You'll also notice, and I'm kind of demonstrating this unintentionally, the arcs of this attack are basically wonky. And it's also hard as hell to actually aim. On top of everything else. So, we've got his very brief windows of vulnerability, the fact that it's hard to tell if you're damaging him at all, the fact that he moves around too quickly to hit him because of the problem with the targeting, the fact that he has trash specifically designed to hit you. Did I mention he respawns the trash if you accidentally or directly kill both trash? Then, I'm not done yet. Then afterwards you add into the fact that anytime you die and hit continue, oh sure, you keep your progress, but you have to go back through a mandatory trash fight with 2 very large, lots of HP, takes forever enemies that hit like a truck, on top of everything else, and one little fire dude who's basically just there to irritate you. Like, if you ever see those crystal thorn things, that means this is a mandatory fight. You have to kill the mobs to progress. You know, you've played Devil May Cry, you know how this works. So, mandatory trash every time you screw up. On top of this, we add on the fact that there is no method whatsoever to heal in mid-combat. Wrong. I got it reversed. That is correct, Sonic. There is 0 method to heal whatsoever. Unless there happens to be an enemy that drops a healing thing, which the trash don't, or items skewed throughout the area, which might drop a healing thing, which there is not. So 0 healing method in that fight. And I should know I've killed that trash, seeing if they would drop a healing item or to clear it out. They did not, and it did not. This is we're reaching the second to last boss, Captain Zeus. Oh hey, now I have to kill more things. I don't have anything that hits the air on him. Like, at all. Means waiting until they come down. Where's my fire stuff? What do we got here? Seriously, the fact that so many attacks knock you down is amazingly frustrating. Hello? Hello? Of course, Theo. Go ahead. God damn it. Back the hell off. I have a flamethrower. And I ran out of juice. Stop, stop, stop. Kill, eat, eat! Do it! What is wrong with you? God damn this stupid freaking game! Hi. There is such a delay in everything I do. Which is further enhanced by the fact that every frickin' enemy attack is a massive knockdown slash stun lock. Even just stopping attacking takes a long time. Did you see how long that took in between I hit him and his soul popped out, and then it took a while for the flames to stop, and then there was a pause, and then I started pulling his soul out? That was me mashing to get the soul yanking thing out that whole time. Now I gotta type. Negative to gameplay for the Fairy Lord. And I wanted to give every single reason in that document. Oh, that makes perfect sense, Zio. Now, I could answer you now, but I'm going to make you watch the Zelda lore run. Okay, fine, I'll answer you right now. She doesn't disappear, per se. What was preventing Zelda from being affected by the Twilight Realm, just like everything else, was the presence of the Triforce of Wisdom in her hand, in her, basically. It's the same reason why the hero is relatively unaffected by it. In short, once she passed on the power to Midna, she no longer had the power protecting her, and she vanished along with everyone else. That's how Ganon was then able to find and take control of her. Make sense? Hello, Mind Blast, and hello, Raven King. I am extremely irritable right now. This game has actually pissed me off. It's continuing to piss me off. I'm still doing mandatory trash, which I will have to do again if I die for any reason. And of course, there has to be one of these mini-games against trash fights, because I don't know about you guys, but when I think of trash fights, the first thing I think of is I need to do boss mechanics! I'm dead. I wouldn't have died if I hadn't tried to rip his soul out, and it had been a mechanic, which, by the way, stun locks you. You cannot do anything else while that's happening. You're locked in. As I've demonstrated before, twice, actually, on the elevator, if you want to stop doing that, you have to just wait a very long time. Or you could just get hit, which is what happened, which was why I got stun locked, which is why I died. Yeah, go ahead, Mind Blast. What do you got? Now,
Mandatory trash! Yes, I have, Raven King. It's basically Keese if Keese had 50,000 health. All the annoyance, much worse to actually deal with. Is it ever mentioned in game? Yes. That's a strange question, Zio. Is it mentioned in game that the Triforce prevents them from being taken from the Twilight? Yes. Is it stated flat out that the only reason Zelda is not taken by the Triforce by the Twilight is because the Triforce? Yes. And is it is everyone not protected by the Triforce taken by the Twilight? Yes. So all those things are yes in game. But the game never flat out stops and says, okay, so what happened was Zelda, which was blah 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 blah. What were these guys weak to? I don't actually remember. It was Destroy, wasn't it? Yeah, they're weak to Destroy. I actually find myself wondering, so some of you may not be aware, I haven't done a lot to really upgrade my guys by doing the achievements. I'm finding myself wondering exactly how much of that is considered mandatory. To put it simply, I'm wondering if the game is expecting me to go grind before this section. You know what's funny is at this point in my life, it would be harder to name a game that doesn't get worse in the late game than one that does.
Come on!
Nah, I don't want to do that. I mean, I have taken a few upgrades, but just not for everything, obviously, because some of the upgrades are, for example, and we discussed this earlier, kill 30 enemies with this enemy, which is my current Destroy. Now that's an interesting question, Zio. I would say yes, that's a common perception, and that is true in quite a large number of RPGs. The truly best RPGs do not require grinding, because grinding is bad. Heh. That's actually kind of horrible, Mind Blast. Was it good? It was alright, Raven King. Like, there were some really cool sections, like the bird sections were cool. This is what I was talking about earlier, by the way. I have no way to cancel out of this. I'm just sitting here waiting. I have no method of canceling this. You know, my favorite part is, it's cool that we summon the whole enemy, but he covers a lot of the screen. And you kind of need to see the soul effect on an enemy to know if you're actually doing damage. So in several cases, I don't know if I'm doing anything because I literally can't see what's happening. Okay, so let's get some terminology things going, shall we? Grind is by definition a bad thing. The core definition of grinding is any time you have to do a lengthy and repetitive task that you do not enjoy. That's the definition of grind. I'm gonna die. Again. Well, in fairness, I'm not going to, Alex, because the only reason it's really a negative is because the shake thing, which I have already given a negative for. I don't mind doing the back and forth. Even the timing one is just kind of whatever. I am going to die. No, stop. Stop! Use the thing that I'm using the... God damn you. God damn you, game. I hope whatever developers made this game look at this and say, God, we made a terrible game. What's wrong with us?
And then nothing bad happens to them, because that would be horrible. I don't want bad things to happen to people. I just want them to know the truth. We're dead. Oh wait, we're not dead, we're not dead. We have probably literally 1 health right now. Stop, stop, stop! I think I'm just gonna have to accept that I am not getting food today. Like, I think that's literally what I'm gonna have to do. And that's okay, you know, it is the job. It's just... I think that's at least part of why this is irritating me even more than it already is. It's like, alright, you're in the last chapter. Woo! Screw you! This is gonna take just as long as 3 other chapters combined. Because you're gonna die over and over and over again. Button. Oh, Jesus. Can't see what's happening. Oh my god. My health. You know, there's actually an additional problem here. It's a kind of a minor problem, but while I'm complaining... While I'm on this subject, it's kind of hard for me to see the bats most of the time, because they've got this blue crystalline look, and I'm in this blue crystalline place. They also hit like a truck, which is great, so they're keys that have 1 billion HP and hit like a truck. One thing I will give the game is it's got the Super Metroid thing going, where the health drops enemies will give is directly relative to your current health. So, low on health, pretty much a guarantee of a big health drop. Did I mention you can't interrupt actions with other actions? Like, I think I've mentioned that. But it's important because it's why I'm not even bothering trying to block right now. With how many enemies are hitting me from how many directions, stopping to block is just asking to get hit as soon as the block wears off. So that's why I'm not even bothering with that, just to explain the logic there. Oh, now, Nightbot. And you know what? Well, just while we're on this subject, they also sound annoying. Really high-pitched chirps. Every time they do anything. Oh yeah, the best part? These probably contain health ups. I have no wind damage, so I can't break those. So... Although I did leave the other one up on purpose, specifically for this reason. So now to die again. Remember, these guys only killed me because I wasn't ready for them. It might not be mandatory. Let's find out. Hang on. Not sure where the game wants me to go. Okay, they're definitely mandatory. Because I literally can't go anywhere. Unless I missed it? Anyone see a teleporter up here and I just completely missed it? Oh, there it is. Never mind. I see it. I see it. I see it. So we're just gonna skip these. Piss on this. Please give me a save. Please give me a save. No, of course not. Screw you, lore. What is wrong with you? Get good. And spend your life dedicated to one video game in order to justify your existence. Hey, look! A mandatory. My favorite type of encounter. Especially with 3 big guys, all of whom hit like trucks, and I can't do their minigame on them. Oh, excuse me, all 4 enemies are a minigame enemy. So, that means I have to not only kill them, I have to double kill them. Thankfully, I'm doing this on him. I can't even imagine how horrible this would be if I was doing this on her. Good lord. Come on, need to double kill. Did I get it? Nope, he got back. Oh, I got him, I got him. Okay, double kill engaged. Because if you don't successfully double kill them, they basically just get back up again. Like, yeah, what? What? Got a problem? I don't know if she has lower health or not. She's just worse in every way. I suppose I shouldn't say in every way if I don't know if she has worse and less health, but she's crap. Please give me a save. Please. Levain! This is the next boss, by the way. We had to face each other eventually. What better time than now? Get her, Ellen. Scarecrow? Don't go over the top, ladies. Not interested? Ellen, sometimes the only route to understanding is through conflict. Strange. This isn't the first time we've faced each other. No, perhaps not. Now enough talk! Was that even English? Like, I'm not even sure what they just said. Whatever, boss time. I think she's weak to ice. What the? Hey, okay, that was strange. Why am I her? God damn it. Oh, whatever. Yep, that is ice. Oh, no, that's water. My bad. I'm gonna need a regular attack to kill her with. Oh my god. I can't die on this fight. I would have to do all of that trash all over again. All the way back to the Fairy Lord. I cannot afford to die. Just because of how bullcrap that will be. Oh, goody, of course she summons ads. I was just thinking this wasn't as bad as the last fight. But thankfully, she has proven me wrong. Thank God, I was worried this wouldn't be a terrible boss fight. Or that's cool too. God freaking damn it. Really, game. I've noticed her dodge is worse too. I think I've mentioned that. Because her dodge is worse in basically every way. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, I've actually been hitting those ads this whole time. They're not dead yet. They're just taking the hits like, what? 7,000 health? Yeah, we got that. One of them just died. Go to hell. By the way, I don't even know why we're fighting. She has literally given no reason to fight us. None. She's just... We've actually been kind of on her side this whole time, and she's just like, very well, enough talk. What? Why? Because enough talk. Holy crap, it actually dropped a heal up, which I immediately lost. Yeah, every now and again I wonder why devs do... let's call it obviously bad game design. Like, you know, this. I won't fight with you anymore. Can we have done that earlier, please? Hi, buddy. Bobby. God damn it, I can't even say her name right. Denizens of the Netherworld can't pull out the spear, but strictly speaking, he isn't one, if that's his plan. I must hurry. Save? Still no save. When fear gathers, it becomes a black vortex that can steal your power and use it against you. But fear can be conquered. Strike with opposites to prevail. In the ensuing phase, your fear will rob you of your folks. But do not flinch. Fight back with the folks you retain and take them back bit by bit. Oh, that sounds loverly. Bear right at the fork to reach the room with the twin trees. The trees are the fairy's ultimate goal. You must not bear left. The left branch will take you to the murk. The twin trees are the true core of the Netherworld system. The sender tree beams news of this world into human minds, while the receptor tree siphons away mankind's fear of death. These twin trees are the sole reason men can live without fear of death. Further in this lies where all fear of death gathers into one, a truly perilous place, called the murk. At least it refilled my health. So Scarecrow didn't come this way, which leaves the Merc, but what for? Why would he go there? Still gross. Cecilia gave me hope at the very end. You'll grow up to be as handsome as this. Don't you look nice? Sorry you drew such a nice picture, but I am going to die horribly. God, don't say that, Neptune. Because if that's true, then I'm going to have to go through all this crap again once I get to the end. So he's pure evil, Alex? Is that what you're telling me? Twin trees. I must go to the twin trees. Well, thankfully I know exactly where they are. Right here. Yeah, right now I'm about to spit, because if I get to the last boss and die, then I'll have to do the previous boss again, and all the mandatory trash on the way up there. Have you decided, Ellen? Levain. So this is what you've guarded for 5 millennia. Don't forget your promise, Ellen. Remove the spear to reverse the effect. Free the Netherworld from the curse of the living. Oh, it will only create chaos on Earth. With no fear of death, men will go unbridled. But what good is the present state of the land of the living? Saddled by culture and war. Saddled by culture? Driven by animosity, mankind's evil, blah, blah, blah. We've seen this in a dozen things before. Blah, 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 blue, blue, blah, 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 blah. My life was not easy, and I never liked the mercilessness of society. I often dreamed of journeys to the land of the fairies. But even I, shake, had pleasant memories hidden deep within. I must find out. Well, Alex is the one who basically funded this by himself, Braylon. It really is definitively Alex's call how far into this I go. Then I suggest you proceed. Ellen, decisions should be made after one has acquired all the facts. Besides, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, right. Yeah, this music is actually starting to give me a little bit of a headache. It's the same violin note over and over and over. But the good news is there's a save. Thank God. So we can actually just do the final boss. Yeah, basically, it's like the same problem I had in I Am Setsuna. Piano music's nice, but when I listen to piano music for hours at a time, it just gets old and awful. Alright, I'm ready to progress the game. Let's go. Final boss time. Final boss time. Woohoo! Please. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna at least try the last boss. I mean, come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to disagree with you on that, Dakota. After a while, it just starts to grate on me. Of course, I had the same problem in Fire Emblem. Although I suppose that's a valid point. This is the same damn song. And it was the same damn song in Fire Emblem. So I suppose you're actually right. Playing one track over and over and over. So I'm trying to figure out how to progress here. The guide says do all these side quests. I'm not doing that. Please at least have the final boss have a different song. Imagine if this song just keeps playing during the final boss fight. Like, just picture that. What'd you like about it, Jujuce, if you don't mind my asking? What the hell is Bougainvillea? It's obviously spelled wrong. Oh, that's Bougainvillea right there. Okay. Okay. Rage is... Sorrow is fire, rage is ice. I need to remember that. I should probably save now that I have myself set up. Sorrow, rage, sorrow, rage. That's it. The final Nemesine that contains all my memories, and the final plot twist, which is that he gave his life to save hers. I mean, right? I mean, that's right. That's what happened. For young Cecilia, the truth was harsh. She couldn't bear to accept what happened. But you are Cecilia no longer. Let this bug explode in your face, and you will learn the memories of the past. You think I'm joking, but that's literally what happens. These bugs explode with memory all over your face. And then you have memories.
Well, that was nice and clear. That puts everything into perspective right there. I understand everything now.
Hervé,
Oh, holy crap.
do understand your ailment.
I'm no longer afraid of death. I was once. I was terrified.
But we must tell your parents.
Cecilia must live. When I was so lost, she extended her hand to me. She gave me strength.
What on earth should I do?
Doctor, there's no time. Dr. Lester, when you meet my parents, tell them that I thank them for always smiling, no matter how much anguish my sickness caused them, and for bringing me to this village at the very end of my life.
Hervé, you...
And tell them that I wish all the happiness in the world to my unborn sister and to Cecilia. Doctor, have no doubt. This is my only wish.
Is he about to do a blood transfusion on a young, sick child without the permission of the child's parents? Without even notifying the parents, if I'm understanding this correctly, because nobody knew that's what happened. I returned heavily wounded with my wrist bleeding. Then he entrusted me to Dr. Lester's care and died. Hervé saved me. Dr. Reed. Not many people lived in the village, and not one whose blood type matched yours, so the doctor had to muster the courage to make a painful decision on the spot. That's why he was tormented for all those years, and that's why he never told a soul, not even his wife. So that's why, like, 4 other people got murdered. I love how we're just kind of skimping over the fact that our mother straight up murdered multiple people. Can you hear something? Yeah, there's like a heartbeat. Scarecrow. Scarecrow's the final boss, by the way. Lore shock. So Scarecrow just absorbed all the negativity of humankind. Scarecrow! Sorry, Ellen. This is the moment I've been waiting for. What are you doing, Scarecrow? I will teach humans the horrors of death. Their ignorance is what allows cruelty to persist. Fear will make the world a better place. No war, no murder. I've sucked up the fear of death. Now I just spurt it out across the earth. Stop, that's quite enough. Cecilia, this is what you wanted. I was born from your desires. I will not rest until your wishes are granted. You were the chosen one, Scarecrow. You're supposed to bring balance to the world, not leave it in darkness. I got this. Yeah, this is the last boss. Although there are 2 phases to it. One is him, and one is her. The one is him probably won't be that bad. Fingers crossed. The one is her is probably going to kick my ass. Oh my god. He's literally a scarecrow. Really, game? Really? Okay, so that's probably a rage crow. Probably a rage crow. can't tell if I'm doing anything. Once again, it'd be nice if there were some health bars, so I at least have an idea if I'm accomplishing anything. Oh, I think I did something. Yep, okay, we killed one. Yay, we did a thing. We hit him, I guess? Nope, now he just spawns another head. Okay, that's cool. I was hoping for, like, you know, a chance to actually do something, but, you know, whatever. Nah, I'm not a big fan, Baron. Well, that is hurting him, so that's good to know. What do you want, but I have to do this like 3 or 4 more times. How many times do you think I need to do this? Let's go ahead and guess. I don't know. Holy crap, was that it? Well, now for the hard part.
You won't get to the real world?
That's not what the subtitles say.
Ellen!
So this is the actual last boss. Notice how many of my guys are sealed, by the way. Yeah. I have no thunder that's unsealed. Wonderful. Wonderful. What do I have that's unsealed? Oh my god, is that frickin' it? Yeah, this is gonna suck. That should have unsealed some. Invisible walls in a final boss fight are great, by the way. Okay, so... let's go with you. Round 2. There's 4 rounds of this, by the way. Plus side, she actually can move while attacking since she's summoning stuff rather than hitting stuff herself. So for once, her disadvantage actually works out in her favor. Although her attacks can be interrupted if the thing she summoned gets hit, so, you know, that's fun. Damn it. I was hoping they had relatively low HP each phase. No such luck. I love how the auto-aim keeps aiming for the main head, so it kind of keeps tilting it away from the little head that I'm trying to hit. That auto-aim is just continuously an issue, isn't it? That was me getting overzealous. I should take this nice and easy. Hey Rax, does Winter notes about health sponging? I'm just wondering. No reason, really. Basically, yes, Night Forager. Where are we? Like, where the hell is this? Oh, and it's a stun, too. Oh, that's awful. Okay, can't outrange it. That's good to know. What, this weird piano piece for a last boss song? Yeah, this is just whatever. Yeah, it's a scarecrow, Kamzus. Get it? Get it. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna die. It's really hard for me to see his attacks. I didn't even see those ones coming until the first couple had already hit me. I don't know about you guys, there's a lot of visual chaos going on, and I'm having trouble seeing if I'm even hitting him sometimes. Really wish I could heal. That would be awesome. Well, we died. Whoops! I swear I didn't do that on purpose. That's the last phase, by the way. Oh, there's no health bar. What kind of game are you playing, Rex? Why would you actually give the audience the capacity to see the enemy's health? That's just insanity. No, I think I just clicked it by accident. No, there's no cheats. There's no cheating. It is not an option. I looked. No, we're locked in. No, there was a retry. It would have done the same thing. It would have put me back at the save point. Thank God this game has skippable cutscenes. Pseudo skippable cutscenes, because I can't skip those. For some reason. I can skip everything else. Quick, someone give me a topic. Someone, anyone. Steam is better. Okay, next topic. I still think it should be a sequel. It's not like they can't have Keanu Reeves still be in a film, even if Neo isn't in the film. And it's not that hard to say that Neo is now part of the system, and therefore in the system. There's multiple ways to accomplish this. That's a better question. The most obvious answer is... So I decided to... I can't do Keanu Reeves' voice. I decided to make a digital version of her based on backups because I was lonely. I don't know. I really don't. It's not like her death was definitive. She got impaled and died of blood loss. Off camera, technically. So, her surviving, let's just say that wouldn't really shock me all that much. Oh, right. It's not like she was burned to death or had her head ripped off or, you know, anything that would be more permanent and unrepairable. You know what I mean? Like, imagine she shows up and there is just a lot of scarring going on around her stomach area where she was impaled. The machines grabbed me. Well, I can't answer that, Baron. But the website can. The website can always answer. Yeah, that's not true. But the website is updated, at least as far as the schedule, so you can see what that is. Right. That's the wrong thing. Game's coming out soon I'm looking forward to. Sorry, I really had to think about that one. Anything I'm looking forward to is coming out, you know, either unknown or a ways from now. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage for phase 1. This is not cool. It'd be really great if this gave health. Dragon Age 4 is probably not happening. Let's just be real about it. If it is, it will not be happening in a format we want. Yes, Neptune. So we've got MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, which has actually moved its way onto my forbidden list, thanks to some really scummy actions on behalf of the devs and epic exclusivity. Then we have Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I'm not actually looking forward to. I'm mostly just curious about, because there's a lot of things behind the scenes indicating that it might not actually be a good game. Okay, so next is Thunder. Go all out this time. Really wish I could heal mid-boss fight. Let's see. Then we have Warcraft 3 Remastered, which doesn't actually have a proper release date. Or if it does, it's not until the end of December, which even that's kind of a... I love the amount of visual chaos going on, by the way. Ooh. Oh yeah, then we got Cyberpunk, which is, you know, a wise from now. I know you guys want Cyberpunk because it is by far the most interest shown premiere run ever for me by a multiple at this point. Oh yeah, no, you know what? I thought of one. Doom 5 is coming out later this year and is probably going to be good. Although, considering what I've been hearing about Wolfenstein, who knows if that's true or not, but you know what, whatever. At least have faith that Doom 5 is probably going to be good. Probably Astrologian, Captain Zeus. It's my highest level. Water. What about Nintendo? I'm not looking forward to FF7R, but I'm curious about it. Starfield is so far out at this point, we don't even have the beginnings of a release date for it. I'm not really thinking about Starfield, and I won't be probably for at least 2 more years, I'm thinking, at this point. You know, I feel like we've just been answering that question, Baron, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't have anything really to say about Quake 4, so I can't speak to that. Oh, anything new from Nintendo? So we got Luigi's Mansion 3. And... don't remember what else. I actually know there's others. Oh yeah, there's the Link's Awakening remake. That's, in less than a month now, actually. That's bullcrap. That's such bullcrap. Not the Link's Awakening thing, the fact that he just hit me. Final phase again. Well, first I'd start with something low scale that doesn't seem like it's connected to the overarching narrative, but actually is. Mostly as a test bed and as a way to get used to game development. And in fact, I even know the exact specific game I would do it on. It's a story called Empire of One. I also think this boss has too much health. Ah, damn it, I didn't even see that coming. It's really irritating when you literally can't see the boss attacks because of the garbage on your screen. See, he's got two attacks. One is the homing missiles, the other is the Pillar of Doom. No, Floyd. Oh, excuse me, he's got a third attack. That just... that hits really hard. That is the right... That's right, Alex. I can't believe you remembered that. Listen, healing in the middle of a boss fight is clearly the devil incarnate. And the developers were thinking, you know what, if we allowed players to heal, then, you know, cats and dogs living together, societal chaos. Alright, guys, how many more attempts do you think I should make at this? Since I have been given the right by the person who funded this to not. God, this is just arduous, too. This phase is actually not that bad, the phase with him, but of course it isn't. All the combat sections with him have been fine. Like, consistently through the whole game. This boss fight's even kind of interesting. I'm also going to berserker it a bit because my health here doesn't really matter. I'm going to get right up in his face. Also got a better last boss song, it just occurred to me. So, the trend of him being better than her continues. Or I should say his sections. No, Baron, I am not. Unless Alex really wants me to. Assuming it's even available, which I don't know if it is. Probably, Baron. Yes, yes, there are. It took me a second to think about it. Here we go. I've got the Degazer too. I'm not going to use him though. He's too slow. Where's Slash? Wait, is it actually? No, it's not. Okay, we're good. We're okay. Yeah, probably, Alex. At this point. See, I'm trying to double dip a little bit, but because of the auto-aiming problem, I'm not. I am doing my best, Alex. I'm sure it doesn't look like it, because I suck at games, as people tell me every day of my life. But I am doing my best. I think it's random, based on type, and what you have in your, your slots, basically. You like how there was no way, it was physically impossible for me to dodge that? Because I was stun-locked in my own animation. That's pretty cool. That's on me. That's on me. I'll give you that. Come on. There it is. Jesus. Really dumb last boss song. Have I mentioned that? It's not epic. It's not stressful. It's not tense. It doesn't get across any emotion. It's just there. It's like some guy decided to riff on a piano for a couple minutes. I don't remember the name of it. Aaron, I'm sorry. I'd have to look it up. And that would involve interrupting the Emperor's Groove. And you know what happens when you interrupt the Emperor's Groove. That is bullcrap right there. Why was that even back there? I suppose no music might be worse? I don't know. I can't even test it. There's no option to turn off the music in-game. This is a DX Racer chair, Baron. Really, Alex? I mean, musical taste is musical taste. I get it. I'll never disparage someone their musical preferences. What's a Remedy game, Jamie? That was me hitting the wrong button. That was me not being quick enough. It works pretty well. The only thing I don't like about it is it creaks when I tilt. Like, you can probably hear it. Maybe you can't right now because the game's loud, but it does, and I hate it. At least as a streamer and a YouTuber. Come on. Final phase. Again. It was like $400. Something like that. For something I spend 8 hours a day in, 7 days a week, I'm not skimping. Oh sure, that's fair. I don't even understand your question there, Baron, so I'm just gonna ignore that for right now. By the way, did I mention at the end of this I have to do another motion sequence of Doom? So what do you want to bet? It would actually be funny to me, in a really horrible way, if my controller finally died doing the final mandatory motion control section of the final boss. Like, it wouldn't really be funny, but it would be hysterical. That Doom attack. I don't know how to dodge that one. But yeah, that's what's waiting me at the end of this. Pain! Literal, physical pain is going to be my reward for defeating this boss. Assuming I do, which is not even close to a guarantee. Health? What's that? I've never even heard of too much health. This is really boring. Those will one-shot me at this point, by the way. Oh no, the frame rate's been dying, even on my screen, for this whole fight. I'm like, oh my god.
This is the entirety of humanity's fears. It is more than any human can bear.
I brought this fear upon myself. I'll take care of it by myself.
You have done well, Ellen. It seems it is time to repay my debt. All of my power. Right here. Right now!
What's his power?
Puh.
Why must people die? Why must people grieve and hate one another? What would make the world better? Where did things go wrong? I only wanted to save Herv. Hello, who's that? Don't cry, you'll make me sad. Let's play, I'm Scarecrow. We'll be friends forever. Until I'm the final boss. Ellen, poor girl, don't feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. As Cecilia wished for a world after her death. That way people would stop hating each other. That desire is what gave birth to me. I've already explained this to you, but I'm going to say it again because screw you. But you are Cecilia no longer. I was born to grant Cecilia's wish, but seems my job is done. Sorry, Ellen. Scarecrow, thank you for everything. You helped me recall all my precious memories. Lastly, I can see a view of my home sweet town. And dear Keats, may we meet again. Why endanger your life for Ellen? My mission here is complete. This is farewell for all of eternity. Keats, I am grateful Destiny put you on my side. I didn't do this for you. Yeah, I know. That's why I thank Destiny, not you. Oh, that's very kind. I have changed since meeting you. Belgae, you have been a most loyal servant. In life, a warrior who sacrificed himself to save me. It pleased me to have you by my side. My final destination awaits. Smash Brothers joke. All Fox, no items. Levaine's life has expired. Now shall she rest. Where was she gone? Home. Requiescat in pace. Where am I? What did I see here? I was just a child. You were a mere child. I have to save Hervé. You have to. Are we explaining the same plot point for like the third time now? That's it. It was you.
Yes, after 17 years, I have repaid the debt. I am the fairy that you sought. Who? Unless it was Levain. In which case, why did she ask me? Whatever. This might not even care.
Levan?
My duty is done. 5,000 years was a long time. Ellen, if ever someone is hurt or in anguish, enter the Netherworld and help them. For the Netherworld belongs to the living.
But can I do that?
You've been doing it this entire game, you stupid twit.
Like the flame that once lit the darkness, you will be a beacon that shines in the Netherworld. Farewell, Ellen.
Are we just ignoring that our mother killed like 5 people? In cold blood.
Goodbye, Levan.
And Levon required us to bleed ourselves, which is what started this whole cycle, actually. Like, she required a young girl to cut her wrists in order to save the life of someone that she failed to do so. Oh, for God's sakes, really? Ellen, I've been through a rather lot, but I'm glad I came to the village. You've been a savior to me. I can make a fresh start now. My Lulu will be gone, but she's always living on in my heart. I will not forget her. For the rest of my life, Lulu will be living within me. I found what I've been searching a very long time for. No, you found it for me. I'm glad all those people died. Moving on. Lester, who should be over here, I think? Oh, Ellen, you're leaving? You've been like a daughter to me since you were young. That's why I didn't talk to you for 17 years. They saved my life. They gave me a second chance. I wish I could have repaid him. Would have been nice, and you're right. You're still with us. That alone makes the clinic worth it. By the way, how was Suzette? She left to make amends. By the way, Suzette killed 2 people, too. And we're just kind of ignoring that. Cold-blooded murders. Just straight up. You see why I say this story cannot be taken seriously? If you view this through the lens of a parody, all of a sudden it just makes a lot more sense. So you're leaving us, Ellen? I am. Thank you for everything. I'll stay put. Don't worry about me. Hard to dull my spirits. Can I ask you a favor? Of course. Charlotte needs a father. I'm sorry, some things just need to be said. Aye, that it does. Didn't you had it in you to be so blunt? Who's Charlotte? I guess I don't care. Who the hell is Charlotte? Oh, that's Charlotte, isn't it? Maybe she's over here? I think she's over here. It's the only place I don't go to regularly. It's gotta be here. Excuse me, are you Charlotte? You're going away? Oh, that's okay. Bye. Come back soon. No. I'm never playing this game again. Unless someone gives me... What is it, 23 million? I've actually forgotten the number. You like, by the way, how they kept trying to throw out plot twist right at the end there. Plot twist! It was Scarecrow. Plot twist! It was Levon. Plot twist, the Fairy Lord is evil. Plot twist, Keats is really dead or something. We said your farewells. Yes. Thanks for everything. It wasn't anything special. You don't look too well. Does it show? It's been a bit foggy. Could you do me one favor? I'd like to take a look around your room. Okay, sure. Plot twist, this game never happened.
We may never know, Zalok. It probably doesn't have New Game Plus, which is actually a shame. For all the many complaints I have about this game, New Game Plus would actually help a little bit. In the Mimosign's memory, something was in the corner. It was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
1989? The final issue?
Told you there'd be another plot twist.
Yes! Now I see! Of course! Of course! A masterpiece! What a striking resemblance! Quite a fine job. I can't believe that that I'd miss such a thing.
So in case you missed that... Oh, maybe it'll explain it here. Yes, that would explain it. I'm afraid we've been unforgivably brash. Nah, I'm the one who held things up. I do hope that a faithful servant is entitled to one little bit of folly at the end. Levon will forgive yours truly for this one. Farewell, Sakit. 'Twas a wonderful journey. If I've had a chance to drop in on this world, perhaps we can ponder the mysteries of existence, while warming ourselves with some fine ale. You do like ale, Sakit. Yes, of course. Until then.
This is the Netherworld too, right?
This is the editorial department for Unknown Realm. And you are keeping me from my work.
But that time, I sought help on the Cliff of Thee. You came.
Ah, for heaven's sake. I was just curious. A lady called and asked for help.
Oh, the water's boiled. I'll make some tea. Oh.
I don't know. You do things I'd never dream of doing. I've got to pull this story together. This is not a place for you.
I'm glad I went to Doolin, because that's where I met you. Goodbye, Keats, and thank you.
Brilliant. This is fabulous.
So in case you missed that, he's not human. You remember how Hervé, or whatever the hell his name was like, I'm gonna grow up and be a writer, and she drew a picture of him, was like, this is what you're gonna look like when you grow up. And the picture looks like Keats, who is a writer, and very competent in combat. Yeah. Cute. Real cute. So... looking at the score right now, I don't have anything to add to gameplay. Which would put us at a net -2 to gameplay, and to be completely frank, I stand by that completely. The game was pretty neutral for the most part, with some decent points. The motion controls were bad, for reasons I've already discussed. The motion controls were bad. The shaky motion controls were awful. And then there's the Brigantia boss, the Fairy Lord boss, and the final boss. These are all the negatives. Once again, I feel like pointing out that with a few relatively minor changes, all of those negatives could have been swept away. So, I do like the base premise of combat. I do enjoy the number of convenience features which are here and there. And I do enjoy the achievement upgrade system, which is kind of anti-grindy. Story-wise, I've been staring at that one for a while, because I cannot take this story seriously. If I did, it would be in like the -5 range. But because it is so obviously overtly cheesy and ridiculous, I'm willing to forgive a lot. Like, it'd be like trying to give negatives to story for Max Payne. You know what I mean? Max Payne is not a good story, but it is a deliberately ridiculous story, which is part of the charm and part of the enjoyment factor. And so it's just, yeah. And that's just kind of the overall approach. So in that light, I don't actually think I can give this a negative to story. Especially because my enjoyment of the story wasn't really derided by anything, with one exception. The only thing that really bothered me about the story was the obvious bad translation here and there. Because every now and again there were some very bad translations, whole cutscenes that just felt like they were written by George Lucas, because that's not how human beings talk. Other than that, though, I don't think that equals up to a full negative, which leaves me with a net +1 to story for the cheese. And that sounds about right. And just to make this point clear, and you can make fun of me if you want, that's okay. My arms, my joints, literally hurt. Especially from that last boss. I am actually in physical pain after that last boss. Just to really clarify the whole motion controls thing there. Music-wise, ultimately the music kind of comes out to a neutral for me, which is why I haven't given it a positive or a negative. Because some of the songs were just, like actively bad. I got really tired of the violin bit. I got really tired of the War World bit. I got really tired of the Fairy World bit. The town music was pretty good. Several of the cutscenes had good music. This is a good song. I think overall, the music felt pretty neutral to me, which is why I haven't given any points up or down for the music. The good news is I think I'll have time to go grocery shopping. We're only chopping off an hour earlier, but... no, I'm just going to jump into it tomorrow, Max. I got way too much to do to take a day off. I am going to chop off, though, because I do want to get to the grocery store. So, thank you everyone for joining me. Tomorrow we will start in with Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, which I'm going to have to do a little bit of prep work for, but that shouldn't be too hard. I hope to see you there, guys.